Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everyone's been having a grand rising. And welcome to Child Talk Part 3, where I'm going to be talking about stress. I'm also going to drop some ancient knowledge on you guys just a little bit so that we can all be on the same train of thought, because this is the grand finale of understanding the three strongest chains in the link of the matrix that keeps us bound: fear, doubt, and stress. Now, when we think about stress, we usually think about it as an emotion. However, stress is really an action. It's when you apply pressure to something and tension to it, okay? So therefore, when we feel pressured to do something, if we don't tend to that pressure, more tension is added to that pressure on us until we give in, until we break, and until we do what we've been pressured to do. Now, with that said, everything that we find to be normal in our culture, from our traditions to the things we do every single day that we call a part of life, it is by design, it is not by accident, and it is not by natural occurrence. This is all by design, because the beings, the entities that are ruling our world right now are very low vibrational. Therefore, they need us to stay in this present density. Okay, so when we're voting for a president, the reason nothing really ever changes is because we're really voting to stay in this present density of reality, this present version of it. And every time we celebrate a new year, that's why we get the same year that's just a little bit different, but we do not get a different year. We do not get a revolutionary year, because we're constantly saying we want a new year, which means we really want the same year in a different way. Okay, so our New Year's resolutions are pretty much the same. Our goals are pretty much the same. Our outlook on life is pretty much the same. Meanwhile, we're stuck in the present, reliving the past, and we're not actually moving towards the future. Now, with that said, I'd like to give a quick overview of manifestation. In order to manifest something, you first have to understand that you are deserving of it. And then you have to visualize as if you have it. You have to speak as if you have it. You have to walk as if you have it. Walking is magic. You know, we talked about that. You have to dream as if you have it. And then you have to let it go. You got to let it go to the back of your mind. And anytime it comes back to the front of your mind, you do that same thing, and then you let it go to the back of your mind, because when you take it from the front of your mind to the back of your mind, it's like sending an email to the universe. As above, so below, right? So the back of our mind, and when we look out here, if you flip that, you have the front of our reality. That's where you know the celestial bodies are. That's where everything that has to do with how we are characteristically and the things that we see in our reality, that's how the universe is working it into reality. From our subconscious to the universe, we're telling the universe what we want, and then boom, it will find a way to manifest in reality. Now, this requires patience, which is another reason how come we are in a microwave society, because we're used to getting our fix in life very quickly. Therefore, if we're trying to manifest something, I don't want to say trying, being very careful about the words I use. When we are in the process of manifesting something into our life, usually if it doesn't happen in a couple days, we're already starting to, that fear of it not happening is starting to creep in, and that doubt is starting to manifest. And then before you know it, we're getting stressed out because now we don't have what we believe we have to have and what we need to have. So you see how it kind of all falls into order? You see how we're pressured to do so many things, and there's so much tension in our life surrounding everything we're pressured to do. Like, think about it. When is the last time, or how often do you really get to step out just for enjoyment, just for pleasure, with nothing on your mind? Usually it's a holiday or your day off, and sometimes on your day off you're still stressed out, you got things to do, you got errands to run, right? So what really gets us out of the house is stress. We're stressed out of our house because there's so many things we're pressured to do, and that tension builds up, and we gotta respond to it, or we're just gonna snap. We're just gonna lose it. We don't know what else to do. That's another sign that we are stuck. Okay, we're stuck in a particular reality, a timeline. And when you start to astral project, and you know you're out in these other worlds and these other timelines, you're experiencing different timelines, you'll really understand what I'm saying when I'm telling you that Earth, for the longest time, has been stuck in a particular timeline, and we are just now finally raising the frequency enough to start experiencing better and better timelines. Now, with all of that said, I want to say this, drop a little bit of an ancient point of view about this. Why is it important what I say? Why is it important what I think? And why is it important what I do? And why is it important for my child to understand these things as well? That it's important what they say, it's important what they think, it's important what they do. The reason why, guys, is because we actually are God. We actually are. I mean, you see the triangle everywhere. And, okay, I think I'm gonna put it up on the screen. But think about a dollar bill. You got the pyramid on there. You have it separated. There's a part of the pyramid that's separated, and it's blocking out the sun, right? Now, the sun, being the all-seeing eye in our reality, corresponds to our all-seeing eye here. But like I said earlier, as above, so below. So as above, you'll think about the triangle right side up. But then when you come down here, you're gonna flip it around, okay? And then what you're going to notice is that your eyes are the two sides of the triangle, and your mouth is the all-seeing eye. Which means that if you want to see light of your life, if you want your imagination to see the light of day, then you must be careful what you say. This is real talk. This is how come when you really start to break down the English language, we are cursing ourselves as we speak, because we're not truly understanding what these vibrations mean. Now, I just want to drop that there. I don't want to go into deep with that, but there's that little nugget. Now, I think that's good for this video. From here, I'm going to start talking about the whole manifestation process, and I think I should be able to go ahead and mix that in with love, respect, belief, and living in the moment with our children. I just don't want to make these videos too long, because they're so hard to upload. When the longer they are, the harder it is to upload. But I want to also say thank you guys for supporting me on these videos, and for hitting me up and letting me know, how it resonates with you. I appreciate that, because I was a little bit like, kind of wondering how it was going to be taken. But I'm so glad that this is resonating with you all. You're wonderful, wonderful, high vibrational people. I love you all, and I'm going to talk to you soon. Peace. Hello, everybody. Just real quick, I wanted to make one more point about the back of the dollar bill. Now, if you look at it, you will notice that the pyramid breaks off, and then there's a smaller pyramid that is blocking out the sun. What that means symbolically is that division is through division that our source of power is shut down and cut off. and blocked out. Because the pyramids, first and foremost, they actually stand for unity. The reason we were making these pyramids in the first place was to distribute the energy throughout the whole world so that everyone could be high vibrational, everyone could have healthy and long lives. Okay? And it took unity to build these things. It took a lot of high vibrations to even be able to build these things. Okay? So I just wanted to say that because the longer we hold on to concepts that divide us, the longer you are causing yourself to be separated from your source of power and enlightenment. Okay? And there's many people waking up and reconnecting to the source, reconnecting to their source of power, the source within and the source without. Okay? So I just wanted to say that. Once again, I love you all. Talk to you soon. Peace.